How about the story of a workaholic verging on a breakdown who vows to plunge into the world of Tinder by dating all 252 of her matches? I'm tired of just thinking about that. But based on her own experiences, Carly Craig is now taking her story to YouTube in a YouTube original series in which she stars along with Frei. And they both join us right now. Good morning, ladies. As I was just telling you before we got started, the show sounds absolutely fabulous because you have so many different facets of family life. And this was based on your story, right, Carly?
Yeah. A lot of it is based on my real life stuff, whether it be dating stuff or like embarrassing things, like the opening scenes in a gynecologist's office that happened to me, where I had like a super hot gynecologist and was not ready for it. And Jason Sudeikis plays the doctor. So yeah, I think that you're gonna find it relatable and awkward, and everything is very grounded and coming from, you know, real life situations. That's where the comedy's come from. So hopefully you're laughing out loud at things that you've probably experienced.
Well,
yeah, totally.
And Carly, I kind of relate to you in the sense that we both kind of kicked up the whole family thing mid-30s, and I was like advanced maternal age for having a child. Granted, I'm married. I'm not going into the dating scene, but it is a little like you feel old when you're in their mid-30s.
We're geriatric,
right?
They call you that.
Yes, they do.
Say that.
What's up with that?
We're geriatric, but like it's messed up. I went to the gynecologist and he told me that. He was like, at 35, everything drops rapidly, and I was like, I felt 27. Like in my head, I'm 27.
I could agree with that.
So when he told, thank you. But internally, he disagreed with that on the inside, and I don't know what to say about it. So it was like that feeling of all of a sudden in like a day that you feel old. It's weird because I always felt like such a child, you know. So that feeling really sparked like, okay, I need to get more serious about if I'm going to start dating again, you know, because I was out of a relationship for 12 years, and all of those things mixed together with just dating in general, which has a million stories in it, made for a great show. And then family relationships is a big thing, I think, you know, with mother-daughter, sister-sister relationships that I think people will relate to.
Well, and that's where, Chelsea, we got to talk about your role, because you're kind of the 20-something who took a different path, correct? And so you're kind of, I heard in the last interview that we were talking, you're fear of missing out a little bit, your character at least.
Yes. FOMO. Yeah, so my character's in her mid-20s. She's married. She has a baby. She definitely wanted to settle down early, a lot like her mother. And she ends up signing her sister up for Tinder on her sister Olivia's 35th birthday. Yeah. And it starts as something kind of like sweet to like help her sister. And it turns into my character Jane just totally living vicariously through her sister and mother, who are both online dating. And it causes a lot of reflection with my character and realizing that maybe she got married too young, maybe settled down too young. And you start to see the cracks in what she at first paints as a perfect picture of her life.
Yeah, and then you have Rosanna's character who's in her 50s and just starting to date, and you know, widowed, and was like her, like just a mom and a wife, and was very happy doing that until her husband dies, and she's never had a job. You know, she doesn't know how to take care of herself. She's left with nothing, so she has to move in with me, where our roles are reversed, and I become like a mother figure to my mom, who's now killing it on the dating apps and having so much fun because she's never done that in her life. Yeah, but it was fun to watch her character sort of grow into who she is for the first time in her life, you know, get her first job ever, you know, at like a clothing store.
It's so funny.
So
Rosanna's great.
And so you talk about the online dating thing. Again, I'm kind of glad that I missed that whole chapter because I'm like your character. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Thankfully, I don't have to do that right now. Yeah. But did you really attempt to date all 252 of your matches on Tinder?
Okay, so I really did get that, but only because I swiped on like 1,000, right? And then the next day I was going through all the messages, and I had been dating for a little bit, so I had already had a lot of stories under my belt just from regular dating. And as I was going through the messages, one of them was really sweet, mixed in with all the sups and the I'm a dom looking for a sub. In between all of those was this really clever, sweet message from my boyfriend, and we've been together for 2 years now, so he was one of the 252.
Oh,
so I didn't get a chance to go out with all of them.
That's great. Well, I definitely appreciate that sup. So I think we need to interview with a sup to both of you ladies. Again, check out the show. It sounds like it really is going to be a fun one. I know I'm going to check it out. So thank you to the both of you today.
Oh, good. Thank you so much.